You are not broken. Your alarm system is just louder than most. And if the smallest thing can send a shock through your chest, today you finally get why that happens and what to do about it without turning yourself into a robot. Stay with me to the end because I'm going to give you one sentence you can say that lowers the emotional volume in under 20 seconds, and a 90-second routine you can run anytime, anywhere. Use both tonight and notice what changes. This is education, not therapy or medical advice. You deserve explanations that don't shame you and tools that are gentle, practical, and safe. The goal isn't to be less you. The goal is to have a dial you can actually turn. Let's start from the inside. Maybe your day looks fine on paper, but a vague text from someone you care about twists your stomach. A coworker's tone is a half-degree colder, and you replay it for hours. A crowded store feels like a storm of sounds, lights, and glances, and you plan every exit. You get home, and the quiet is so loud, you can't rest. If you've ever asked yourself, why am I like this? Here's the kind answer. Your system is doing what it learned to do. It's just calibrated to notice more. Picture your emotions as a smoke detector. For some people, it rings for open flame. For you, it rings for burnt toast. Why would a detector be set that sensitive? Because at some point, being early kept you safe. Maybe you grew up reading the room before anyone spoke. Maybe life demanded hypervigilance. Your detector became excellent at early warnings. The problem isn't having a detector. The problem is that it still screams on calm days. You don't rip it off the ceiling. You recalibrate. Start with language. When a feeling hits, give it a simple name. I feel scared. I feel hurt. I feel angry. If the word won't come, go to sensation. Hot cheeks, tight chest, buzzing hands. When you label a feeling or a sensation, you move it from raw alarm into a part of your brain that can regulate. You aren't shoving it down. You're holding it in your hands long enough to choose what happens next. Then use the breath that tells your body the tiger isn't in the room. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts and out through your mouth for 6. The longer exhale flips a switch. Do 3 rounds. Let your shoulders drop on the out-breath. If counting feels like pressure, sigh out twice, soft and long, then let the next breath come in naturally. You're not chasing calm. You're inviting it. Your body believes what your senses say more than what your thoughts say. So, give it sensory evidence. Cool water on your wrists. A chilled can against the back of your neck. A window opened for 1 minute of real air. The brain reads temperature change as new information. Pair that with what your eyes do. Let your gaze land on one still object, then gently widen your vision to include the edges of the room without turning your head. Wide vision tells ancient parts of you that you're not cornered. This is how animals calm down on purpose. If you feel silly doing any of that, smile at yourself and do it anyway. Mastery looks boring from the outside. From the inside, it feels like finally having a handle. Now put this into real moments. You get a text that says, "We need to talk." Your mind sprints to worst-case scenarios. Instead of leaping into spirals, notice the first body cue. Maybe it's a throat squeeze. That's your signal. Name it. Tight throat. Breathe out longer. Press something cool to your neck for 10 seconds. Say out loud, "I am safe enough for right now." You haven't solved the conversation. You've told your alarm you're here to lead. Another scene, you're in a meeting and someone critiques your idea in front of the room. A heat wave rushes up your face. That's the detector. Your job isn't to convince yourself the room adores you. Your job is to stay in your body, feel your feet. Lengthen the out-breath. Let your eyes soften and widen. Ask one clarifying question in a calm voice. You just transformed reactivity into leadership. Here's a pocket reminder. Slower out-breaths are a secret off switch. Anytime, any place. Sensitive nervous systems are also talented storytellers under stress. A delayed reply becomes rejection. A sigh becomes anger. A pause becomes danger. Catch the story with a kinder phrase. The story I'm telling myself is that I did something wrong. Then add this. A gentler story could be, they're busy or tired. You're not lying to yourself. You're refusing to crown the cruelest explanation without evidence. Change your posture by 1 inch, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders. Relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth. It is astonishing how much calmer a mind becomes when the mouth unclenches. Use your sensitivity where it shines. In relationships, you often feel emotional weather before others do. which can create mind reading and resentment. Trade guesses for consent. Say, I'm picking up a shift. I might be wrong. Do you have the space to tell me what you're feeling, or should we check in later? You're honoring your perception without insisting it's correct. At work, turn noticing into systems. Tell your team, I notice our best decisions happen after we pause for 5 minutes. Can we add a 5-minute quiet review before we decide? Sensitive people see the small hinge that moves the big door. Systems protect sensitive people because systems reduce chaos. For creativity, schedule 10 minutes of deliberate mind wandering a day. Look out a window, watch steam curl from a cup. Capture one sentence that appears. You're not wasting time. You're letting that detector find possibility instead of only risk. Put a simple rhythm on your day so intensity doesn't ambush you. Morning, check-in. What do I feel and what do I need? One sentence for each. Midday reset. 3 rounds of long exhale breathing and a 90-second look-far practice. Evening mind dump. 3 lines on paper you won't reread. Then pick one kindness for tomorrow's you, like laying out your bag or filling a water bottle. You're teaching your system that the future contains safety. Quick pause here to loosen your jaw, drop your shoulders, and breathe out a little longer. When you return, you'll absorb more with less strain. Maybe you're thinking, I tried breathing and it doesn't work on me. You're not wrong if you tried it in the middle of a hurricane. Train the pattern when calm, so it's available when wild. Think of it like a fire drill. You don't practice the drill during the fire. You practice so your body knows where the exits are when it's smoky. Or you might say, my feelings are huge because my problems are huge. A sentence won't fix that. True. Some feelings are perfectly proportional to real stress, grief, or danger. These tools don't shrink reality. They grow your capacity to move through it without burning down your life. And if your feelings feel unlivable for days or weeks, reaching out for help is strong, smart, and brave. Let's close the loop with the sentence I promised. Say it as if you're speaking to someone you love. I am safe enough for right now, not forever, right now. Let the words be slow. Let the out-breath be longer. Feel how the floor still holds you. This sentence does 3 things. It anchors you to the present. It avoids fake promises. And it treats you like a person worth soothing. Now, the 90-second routine. Use it after a tough text, before a meeting, or when you wake at 3 a.m. First, name one feeling or one sensation out loud. I feel dread, or tight chest. Second, breathe in for 4 and out for 6, 3 times. Third, widen your eyes' field of view and find 3 still things in the room. Fourth, add one sensory cue of safety. Cool water on your wrists, a hand on your heart, or sunlight on your face at the window. Fifth, speak the sentence. I am safe enough for right now. That's it. 90 seconds. If the feeling returns, run the loop again. Repetition teaches the detector. Build a repair plan for the days you blow up, shut down, or get swept away. You will, because you're human. After a surge, don't autopsy your soul. Run a short debrief. What was the earliest cue I ignored? What helped even a little? What would tiny me need to hear next time? When you treat mistakes as data instead of identity, your system stops bracing for punishment and starts trusting your leadership. Give yourself a weekly reset. Call it Sensitive Sunday. 15 minutes to prepare your week. Put your recharge tools within reach. A calming playlist. A soft texture you like to touch. A glass of water in sight. Choose one realistic boundary for the week, like no notifications after 9, or a 5-minute buffer between calls. Send one kind message to someone who makes you feel safe. Your detector loves predictability and kindness. Give it both. If you need to explain this to people who don't feel the world as intensely, keep it simple. Say, I notice more and I recover slower, and I'm building routines that help me show up well. Most reasonable people will respect that. For the ones who don't, your boundary is information, not an invitation to debate your nervous system. Let's talk about joy for a moment, because sensitive people are unusually gifted at it. You don't just see a sunbeam, you feel it. You don't just hear a song, you dissolve into it. You don't just read a line, it lands inside you and lights a room. This is not a consolation prize, it's the same instrument. The detector that catches risk also catches radiance. The more you deliberately practice noticing tiny good things, the more your nervous system learns that the world is not only danger, it is also delight. End your day with 2 quick lines. Name one intense feeling you navigated without abandoning yourself. You didn't numb out. You didn't explode. You did something gentler. Then name one tiny beauty you noticed. The way steam rose from a cup, the shape the clouds made, the exact laugh of a person you love. These reps rebuild trust with yourself. Trust lowers alarms. Tie it together with me. Your sensitivity kept you safe in hard times. Today you learned to steer it instead of being steered by it. You named feelings and sensations so your brain could help. You used longer out-breaths and wide vision to signal safety to your body. You used temperature and touch to interrupt spirals. You caught harsh stories and offered kinder ones. You created a daily rhythm with tiny kindnesses to tomorrow's you. You learned a sentence that calms and a 90-second loop that works. You didn't become harder. You became kinder and stronger at the same time. What is the one trigger that spikes your feelings the fastest? And which tool will you try first today? If this helped you understand yourself without shame, subscribe to Essentica for weekly tools that make your mind a kinder place to live. Next, watch overthinking. How to turn it off. Tonight, and give your brain a clean shutdown when you need it most.